Okay, we're going to go over the study guide, and remember that at any point you can rewind or fast forward. I'm going to tell you the answer first, and if you got it right, you can go on to the next question. If not, then you may want to stay and view the explanation. All right, number one, the answer is B. We are converting 3.5 feet to inches. So I'm going to come over here. I've got 3.5 feet. I want to get rid of feet and make it into inches. So remember, we have that top-bottom cancellation. I'll put a 1 there. Since I'm trying to get rid of feet, the feet go on the bottom. And we do have a conversion for feet to inches, so the inches go on the top. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. The feet cancel. Now you multiply 3.5 times 12, and that gives you 42 inches. Number 2, the correct answer is C. You are converting millimeters to centimeters. Okay, if you remember, we have that King Henry died while drinking chocolate milk. And we're going from millimeters, which is here, to centimeters. I moved it 1 place to the left. So on that 23, I move it 1 place to the left, and that gives me 2.3. Number 3, the correct answer is C. It says, a rectangle has a length of 28 inches and a width of 3 feet. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? Look at your choices. All the choices are in inches. So what I need to do is first convert this 3 feet to inches and then take the perimeter. So 3 feet, I'm trying to get rid of feet. So the feet are going to be on the bottom, and we're trying to get to inches. The inches are on the top. And there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so that cancels the feet. If you want to put a 1 there, if that makes you feel good, then go ahead. This gives me 36 inches. Now remember, when you have a rectangle, the perimeter is the sum of all 4 sides. So this is not drawn to scale. We have a 36-inch side and a 28-inch side. So I'll put the 36 inches here and the 28 inches here. Opposite sides are the same. So now add all 4 of those together. 28 plus 28 plus 36 plus 36, and you get 128 inches. Number 4, the correct answer is B. And don't be intimidated by this problem. It's talking about our units. It says kinetic energy is described as E sub k equals 1/2 mv squared, where m is the mass measured in kilograms. V is velocity measured in meters per second. What is the possible measure for kinetic energy? So the meters is right here. That is going to be in kilograms. So I've got 1/2, some number of meters, but the unit is kilograms. And the V squared, V is measured in meters per second, so that's meters per second squared. These are just the units. I don't know what the value is. We only are looking for the unit measure. So there's my, I don't even have to have the 1/2 there because that's not part of the unit. So I'm going to just throw that away for a minute. So I have kilograms. When you have a fraction that's squared, you square the numerator and you square the denominator. So you have kilograms, meter squared, second squared, and that's B. Number 5, the correct answer is A. A person is on a boat that is traveling at a boat's top speed of 70 knots per hour. So here's your setup, knots per hour. The per tells me to draw your line there. Using dimensional analysis with the fact that 1.5 miles equals 1 knot, how many miles per hour is the boat traveling? So I need to change the knot to miles. So I'm going to put the knot on the bottom. 1 knot is 1.15 miles. Okay, and that would be A. Number 6, the correct answer for number 6 is also A. A student can run 100 yards in 15 seconds. Convert this speed to miles per hour. All right, so we started with yards per second. So the first thing we were doing here is converting the time. So we went from seconds to minutes, eliminating the seconds. Okay, and over here, they eliminated yards, so they were doing the distance. So now we have to finish this one out right here, and I'm still trying to get to miles per hour. I've already got the miles. The miles are right here. So I need the hour. So right here, I need to convert minutes to hours. And there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And that's A. Number 7, the correct answer is C. A particular longbow shoots an arrow at 110 miles per hour. Convert the speed of the arrow to feet per second. So I have 110 miles per hour, and I want to go to feet per second. I'm going to start with time. So hours are on the bottom, so I have to put hours on the top, and I want to go to seconds. Now, if you don't know how many seconds are in an hour, you can go through minutes. Okay, I know how many seconds are. Well, I'll go ahead and do minutes because I think most of you probably did minutes. So I'll go to minutes. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay, but I'm still not where I want to be. I need seconds. So I need to get rid of the minutes. So I'm going to put minutes on top and go to seconds. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. That cancels the minutes. All right, so my time is done. Now I need to go from miles to feet. Okay, the miles is on the top here, so I'm going to put it on the bottom here. And we do know the conversion, 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Now I can cancel the mile unit. Now take a look, what's left in the top is feet, and what's left on the bottom is seconds. So I need to multiply 110 times 5,280. 110 times 5,280 is 580,800. And on the bottom, 60 times 60 is 3,600. And this is feet per second. And now divide those, and you get C. Number 8, the correct answer is C. If a job offers you an opportunity to make 1 cent per second, how much are they paying you in dollars per hour? Okay, so that's 1 cent per second. 1 cent per second. And I want to take that and move it into dollars per hour. I'm going to start with the seconds. I'm going to convert seconds to minutes. I think I'm writing too big. Let me rewrite this smaller so I can fit it everywhere. All right, 1 cent per second. So seconds to minutes. So you have 60 seconds in 1 minute. There goes your seconds. Now from minutes to hours. The minutes are on the bottom here, so it has to go top here to hour. And there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. All right, so now I have my hour. Now I need dollars. So I need the cents on the bottom and $1 on the top. So there's 100 cents in $1. That cancels the cents. Now on the top I have 60 times 1. So that's 3,600, and that's my dollars, over 1 times 100, so that's 100 hours. And when you divide that, you get $36 per hour. Number 9, the correct answer is C. You're combining like terms here. Remember, when you combine like terms, you add together the coefficients of the like terms. And we do them alphabetically. So -9 and +3 gives you -6x, and -2 and -5 gives you -7y. Okay, number 10, the correct answer is C. You are distributing. This one's a little tricky because all you're distributing is the -5. That's 6. By order of operations, you have to do the multiplication before your subtraction. So the 6 is just going to hang out here for a minute. -5 times 2y is -10y, and -5 times 1 is -5. And these two are like terms. So I'm starting with the -10y. 6 and -5 give you +1. Number 11, the answer is D. The Deepwater Horizon oil disaster that occurred in 2010 leaked an average of 2 barrels of oil per minute. If every 1 barrel is 31.5 gallons and it leaked for 87 days, how many gallons of oil leaked into the Gulf of Mexico? All right, and it says gallons per 87 days. All right, we started with 2 barrels per minute. and I'm trying to convert it to gallons per 87 days. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 1 barrel is 31.5 gallons. So 1 barrel, I'm going to abbreviate that BAR, 31.5 gallons. All right, so those cancel. So I have now gallons over minutes, and I need to change that minute into 87 days. So I'm going to start with minutes on top, and I'm going to go to hours. So there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And then hours to days. So there are 24 hours in 1 day. All right, so that lets me cancel out the minutes and then the hours. So when I multiply this together, I have 2 times 31.5. I'm not finished because I still have days. I'm just running out of time. I'm running out of space here. I've got 2 times 31.5 times 60, which gives me 3,780 gallons per day. Now, it didn't ask me for 1 day. It asked me for 87 days. So you're going to multiply that by 87. That many gallons times 87. Okay. Okay, I made a mistake right here. I left off the 24 when I multiplied these. So let me come back here. Sorry about that. And multiply the 2. You probably caught that, didn't you? Times 31.5 times 60 times 24. So that's 90,720 gallons per day. Now that's 1 day, so multiply that by 87, and that's where you get the answer D. Okay, number 12. Okay, number 12 is kind of tricky because of one of the conversions that I'll talk to in a minute. A cell phone data plan allows someone to upload up to 4 gigabytes per month. That's my first ratio. Assume 1 month is 30.5 days. And each MP3 player music download is about, so each of these is 8 of those. Assume 1,000 megabytes equals 1 gigabyte. If the only downloads the customer made were MP3s, how many MP3s could they download each year? I.e., you're looking for MP3s per year. That's my final unit. Okay, I'm starting with 4 gigabytes per month. Now, since we're going to year, logically, I would have gone straight from months to years. And if you do that, it doesn't give you one of these answers because it wants you to use the fact that 1 month is 30.5 days. So you're going to have to go through days and then to years. And how do you know that? Well, because if you tried it with the months to years, your answer wasn't there. So go back and use the information given. I'm going to put month on top, and I'm putting days on bottom, so I can cancel those. 1 month is 30.5 days. And then, obviously I'm converting the time first, and then I'll do the gigabyte stuff. All right, so now, days and year. There are 365 days in 1 year. All right, so I have my time. Now I need to go from gigabytes to MP3s per year. Well, I first have to go through megabytes. So it tells me that I have 1,000 megabytes for 1 gigabyte. Okay, I knew the gig had to go on the bottom. The gigabytes had to go on the bottom, so I looked for a conversion, and the only conversion I had was megabytes to gigabytes. There goes the gigabytes. All right, so now I have megabytes, and I need to convert that to MP3s. Here it is. Each MP3 is 8 gigabytes. So, megabytes, sorry. The megabytes are on the bottom, and the MP3s are on the top. And 1 MP3 is 8 megabytes. There goes the megabytes unit. Now multiply 4 times 365 times 1,000. And that gives me, okay, so that gives me 1,460,000 MP3s over 30.5 times 8, 244 years. Now do the division, 1,460,000 divided by 244, and you get about 593.6 MP3s per year, and that is B. Okay, number 13, the correct answer is A. Write an algebraic expression for a number subtracted from 9. Remember, when you see the word from or less than, that means you have to switch the order. So you're going to take something from 9, so that's 9 minus some number. Number 14, the correct answer is D. The quotient, this tells me I'm going to be dividing, of a number tripled and 5. Tripling a number means 3 times a number. And then the quotient of that and 5 means I'm going to divide 3x by 5. Number 15 is A. Kelly works 8 hours less than, there's that word than, that tells you I'm going to take 8 from something. Or take 8 from something, so 8 minus something. 3 times as much as Mary for the week. So we don't know Mary, or Marcy. So Marcy, 3 times whatever hers is, would be 3 times whatever her hours are, minus 8. Okay, number 16, the correct answer for 16 is B. In a given rectangle, the longer side is 3 units longer than the shorter side. If we let the shorter side be represented as x, which expression below represents the perimeter? Well, it tells us the shorter side is x, and the longer side is 3 units longer. So the short side is x, and the longer side is 3 units, the longer side is 3 units longer than the shorter. So you're going to add 3 to x. Now remember that you have 4 sides to a rectangle. Opposite sides are the same. So you have 2 short sides and 2 long sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4 x's plus 6. 17 is B. Which of the following is not considered to be a polynomial? Remember that polynomials, their exponents have to be whole numbers, and the exponent on B are fractions. Number 18, your correct answer is C. 18. It says, what is the degree of the polynomial? You look at the degrees of your exponents and you pick the largest one. 4 is your largest one, so that's the degree of the polynomial. Number 19 is C. Okay, whenever you simplify, you have to distribute this negative 1. So I have 10a squared plus 3 minus 5a, and now distribute the negative 1. Minus 2, negative 5a squared, and positive a. Start with your highest exponent. So 10a squared and negative 5a squared gives you 5a squared. Well, C is the only one that has a 5a squared. When you add together negative 5a and positive a, you get the negative 4a. And then positive 3 and negative 2 gives you the positive 1. Number 20, the correct answer is A. Here you're adding like terms, so there's no need to distribute a positive 1. It's just going to give you the same number. So I can go ahead and take it from here. 2m cubed is my first one, so you know C and D cannot be the answer. Now for my second power, I have positive 5 and positive 3, and that gives us 8m squared. So A is the only choice. If you want to finish it out, though, negative 5 and negative 2 gives me the 7m, and then you have the positive 4. Number 21, the correct answer is A. You're distributing the 2x across the x plus 3. 2x times x gives you 2x squared. 2x times 3 gives us 6x. And then distribute the 3 across the 2x minus 1. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And then bring your 5 down. Now collecting your like terms, 2x squared, look at your choices. 2x squared, A is the only choice that has a 2x squared. But you can finish it out. 6x and 6x gives us the 12x. And then negative 3, and positive 5 give us the positive 2. Number 22, the answer is B. You're multiplying by, remember, FOIL method. F stands for first times first. 2x times 3x gives us 6x squared. O stands for your outer terms. That's 2x and positive 4, which gives you 8x. I is your inner terms, the ones beside each other. That's negative 3 times 3x, negative 9x. And L is your last times your last. Negative 3 times positive 4 is negative 12. When you collect your like terms, that's a positive 8 and a negative 9, giving you B. And the last one, 23, is C. 23 has FOIL method here. And then we have two other terms to add. So first times first is 2x squared. Your outer terms are 3 times x, 3x. The inner terms, 4 times 2x, which is 8x. And the last times last, 4 times 3 is 12. And then bring down the rest of these terms. Collecting your like terms, 2x squared, we can't stop because there's two choices with 2x squared. 3x, 8x, and 2x. That gives you 13x. And you can already see, whoa, wait. 3x, 8x. Oh, I'm sorry, the correct answer is not B, the correct answer is C. There we go. 13x. And then positive 12 and negative 2 give you positive 10. Okay, good luck on your test.